Welcome back, esteemed OPSED fans! Earlier this week, we kicked off a new series detailing fun create-a-class loadouts for you to try in Black Ops 3 if you're starting to find the game a little stale. Our inaugural entry outlined a fun melee-focused ninja build, and this time we're staying with the theme of stealth, though this loadout plays a bit differently than the ninja. If you want to truly master the art of the ambush, while also paying homage to a certain barcode tattoo branded assassin, then the Hitman loadout should be right up your alley. A stealthy loadout which trades out sheer firepower for surgical precision, allowing the player to outwit their prey as they close in for the kill. Now let's go into recommended specialists and weapon abilities. A large part of being successful with the Hitman loadout is knowing where your enemies are, and Outrider's Vision Pulse allows you to do just that. Once you tag an enemy, or several, with the Vision Pulse, approaching them from their blind spot becomes a whole lot easier. If you'd rather ambush your enemies by distracting them, the clones generated by Reaper's Psychosis can keep enemy players busy while you flank them for the kill. Popping Psychosis is also a great way to extradite yourself from a sticky situation, since you can escape in the ensuing confusion. Playing the Hitman loadout means you want to avoid direct confrontation as much as possible, but if a potential target spots you and a shootout erupts, Battery's kinetic armor can give you the extra survivability needed to put your target down. Much like Reaper's Psychosis, kinetic armor can also help you escape to fight another day if an enemy player spots you first. There are few specialist abilities more suited for stealth-based builds than the Spectre's active camo. Unlike the ninja loadout, where active camo is used to close the distance to potential targets, the Hitman's active camo should ideally be used in a less aggressive capacity, helping to escape dangerous situations or to confuse and flank an enemy who has already found you. If the idea of being an unstoppable, surgical precise killing machine appeals to you, Seraph's Annihilator Revolver is an excellent X-Factor to go with. It's certainly not stealthy, but if you can get into an advantageous position and spot several enemy players at once, the loud crack of the Annihilator shots will be the last thing they ever hear. The Hitman loadout embraces the fact that sometimes a more chaotic and unorthodox approach is necessary, and it really doesn't get more unorthodox than bringing a flamethrower to a gunfight. If you have several enemies bearing down on you, or you simply want to surprise them with an unexpected countermeasure, the Purifier can help even the odds rather quickly. Another specialist ability best used as a last resort if they're in close proximity of you, making it an ideal ability to deploy if you suspect several enemy players are waiting nearby to try and ambush you. The Hitman lives by the MR6 pistol with the suppressor attachment, though you can use the RK5 or the LCAR9 if you prefer. Ideally, you won't use a primary weapon, but if pistols aren't your preferred killing tool, a silenced SMG or sniper rifle are both worthy alternatives. If you stick with the classic loadout though, be sure to equip the secondary gunfighter wildcard so you can take a second preferred pistol attachment like quick draw or fast mags. For the Hitman loadout, your equipment choices should be based around your preferred method for controlling the battlefield. Peppering an area with C4 or trip mines is always a solid option, though concussion grenades and EMP grenades can help when dealing with multiple enemies at once, and both smoke grenades and frag grenades can help funnel enemy players right into your designated kill zones. Similar to the ninja loadout, stealth-based perks should be your first priority, so feel free to pick your favorites from the likes of Ghost, Blast Suppressor, Blind Eye, Cold-Blooded, and Dead Silence. Perks like Hardwired, Sixth Sense, and Tracker can help ensure your enemies don't turn your same tricks against you, and more situational perks like Overclock and Scavenger can help keep the pressure on your foes. There's really no one score streak which defines a Hitman loadout, so go ahead and pick whichever one best supports your preferred playstyle. If you want to stay quiet and stealthy, UAV, Counter UAV, and Hater are always solid choices. If you want to hit your enemies hard with ambush-style attacks, you could go with more loud options like HCXD, Rolling Thunder, or Lightning Strike. If you want to keep your enemies distracted while you flank them yourself, the Wraith, Power Core, Cerebus, and Hardened Sentry score streaks should be more your speed. If you go with the classic loadout equipped with a silenced pistol, neither your firepower nor your long-range engagement potential will be very impressive, so try to stick to close quarter areas of the given map whenever possible, and try to always know where the enemy players are before they know where you are. Stay mobile, but don't blindly rush around corners or into areas you know are popular choke points. It helps if you pick a small designated area and lock it down as much as you can using both your equipment and your stealth skills. After you scored a kill or two, move on to another area to prevent enemy players from swarming you. Also, if you're playing with friends, don't be afraid to call on them for help. The typical portrayal of a hitman may be the lone wolf type, but even when you're working as a one-person killing squad, it never hurts to have backup. So give this loadout a shot, and let us know what you think of it in the comments below. For more tips and tricks like this, and for all of your Black Ops 3 needs, be sure to head over to opshead.com.